Man, if I go from elf into a goblin, I'll go from the tallest to
And
the shortest.
hello, everyone, as Damien's talking about going to a goblin from Elkson. And welcome to our bi-weekly sort of, sometimes bi-weekly discussion. This week we are talking about the ethics of eating snails and what we call escard go or escard no. Now we're going to play some fucking D&D.
I was about to say, that's not the conversation I was just having.
I don't want to know, but yeah, we're not going back to the dolphin people. No.
No, we weren't talking about dolphin people. We were talking about other streams and stuff. So,
I know it's been a hot minute since we've been here playing D&D because of the holidays, schedule, and all this. And actually, this is supposed to be my week of my high-level campaign, but I've been wanting to come back to this game so much because there's really good points that are about to come up that the players are going to, I don't know, maybe implode. So I kind of didn't want to wait another week. So, without further...
You mean you were about to win blood?
Oh, well, yes, I've been telling a couple people who are not involved in the game some of the hooks, and they're like, oh, their like eyes are getting big. They're like, holy shit. And then I get a lot of offers to want to play in the campaign, but it's like, I told you too much. You can't play. So let's go through the list here real quick so everybody can be reminded of who you guys actually are. Starting with the person who has worked the hardest today, Damien the DM.
so I don't know if I've worked the hardest because you've set up everything for us, but I did work today. I am Damien the DM, but I'm not the DM in this campaign. I am said Elxin Urikara, a very naive white dragonborn ranger who's very reckless and self-sacrificing, and totally hasn't set demons free.
Next, we are going with the strongest member of the party, by far, Ath.
Oh. Thanks. I am Exobrit. I play Ath, the half orc, half something barbarian. She is turning around to make her life better, and she is going to try to zen out a little bit. And I guess just whoop some ass.
All right. Next, we are going to go with the apprentice, Meowgi.
Hi, I'm Josh. I play Meowgi, the Tabaxi Dragon Draconic Lineage Sorcerer who multiclassed into Wizard and is studying under the second most powerful member of the party, Cezanne.
And next, it's going to be Suzanne.
I am Joey. I play Cezanne Zahana, the blade-singing wizard. Partied up with some delusional people who think that they're more powerful than me, but they are not. I am the comic relief, the role-playing deviant, and I like to tell naughty jokes on live streams, so look forward to that.
Well, you got to give me a couple mugs. I'm only one mug in. Apple pie cider. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So good.
There's
Next.
such a thing as apple pie cinnamon toast crunch.
Next, we have our healer, Helvog von Lichtenstein.
Hi, I'm Moose. I'm playing Helvog von Lichtenstein, the cleric artificer of Baelor. Out here just to hunt monsters and spread the light of Baelor.
And next, you notice that we have a 6th player now. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Oh gosh, oh goodness. Hello, my name's Ren, and aside from being incredibly nervous, I also play Gabri, this centaur ranger monk who's honestly just having a real bad day. He's had a lot of real bad days, but maybe today will be a little bit better.
That's an appropriate sign there, Damien. Very appropriate to the backstory. And I thought we agreed it was going to be gravy.
Look.
So, we're going to do a little recap here. get us all back into the mood and all that. Our group of adventurers signed up to work under the captain of the Sapphire Cathedral, a pretty well not piratey ship at all, under Captain Talia. They have completed a contract, ended up raiding an absent lich's domain, possibly discovered a new race of beings, or reintroduced them to the populace, foiled a mutiny, and then was put into charge because of said mutiny and attack onto the ship. Braved a storm and wandered into the waters of an unfriendly nation. Well, they're friendly if you have money, for as long as your money lasts. Having little options, our group of adventurers entered into a combat, putting themselves into indentured servitude for the good of the crew. So, as you recall, and so my players can get back into the swing of things, you all resigned yourself into this servitude in order to save the lives of your sea-traveling companions. Your walk to the Colosseum, and less of a walk, you were all put into a wagon that had bars in it. Educated you a good bit on the state of the city. Within the same glance about, you see starving despots of society, as well as the silken-clad wealthy. Quickly, you notice that those who seem to have money wear clothes that are made in vibrant colors, all in silk, and wear delicate gloves. Seems like the fashion is a very deep V in whatever they're wearing. You notice some people wear many bracelets, and some people incorporate bracelets into their clothing. So you'll have, like, the V will actually be held together by a bunch of rings. You'll see a lot of earrings with chains going to the nose.
I'm home.
Some have very, intricate artwork on them as well. Both male and females seem to wear delicate see-through veils on their faces. In stark contrast, you can spot those who live a squalid life, as their clothes are often too small or large for them. Definitely not made of silk. Excuse me. They're dirty, and they're made out of whatever material. You swear you saw a couple people wearing sacks, wearing bags that have been repurposed into clothes. There are very few people that don't fall into one of these two categories, the ultra-rich and the ultra-poor. They often wear silken clothes as well, but their colors are very muted, very earth-toned. Those seem to be the ones that are handling some of the lower-end shops, maybe some of the workers inside some of the taverns. You guys were all ushered into this just dirt-covered basement room. And as a reminder, when you came in, you all passed over a set of glyphs. And every single one of you, as your notifications are now getting silenced inside this glyphed area, can feel just a little bit weaker. Not physically, but your arms and armor, anything magical is muted and not working. You are able to prepare spells here. You are unable to cast spells here.
Even my bow is kind of messed with?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It is a normal bow, but you feel some of it. It doesn't feel as alive in your hands.
How does Meowgi feel?
Meowgi feels itchy. Scales and fur do not mix.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, for that. That's sufficient for me.
And inside this room, you see a bunch of different people. You see one old human, probably 60s, 70s years old. You see a small halfling with half a veneer. He's sitting next to another creature, but different from what you've seen before. They seem to be a type of a centaur, but their lower half is more of a deer shape. They have their cloak and their cowl pulled down to hide some of their face. They're almost perpetually in shadow. In fact, everybody else seems to avoid this duo, the halfling and this centaur type creature, more of a fawn. Immediately, and if you all go to your journal tabs in Foundry, and you go under Goresh, you will see Bergrin. You can go ahead and take a look at that picture there. You are approached by you are approached by a portly human male that looks upon you with a knowing smirk. His face is misformed and his skin sags unnaturally. The keys he carries jingle as they strike against the iron ring on his belt that somehow keeps his greasy and grime-covered trousers up. Fresh meats. So, what are you all good at?
Being fabulous, Dong. How about you?
I'm good at arranging the fights, so how about you just tell me what you all do?
I shoot things and grow things.
Okay.
Blast things with fire.
Alright.
I hate it.
Figures.
I cast spells out of a book.
And you? Looks
I
over.
love monsters.
Yeah, you're gonna be hunted here. Alright. You all have the day. Your first fight's tomorrow. We're gonna have a grand old melee. We got too many people in here. We have to thin the herd. Slops in 45 minutes.
Slop.
And he walks away. See a couple of the other people roaming around that are definitely armed, and they mainly seem to be on the other side of the bars. You guys have free reign in this area, but it is... I mean, let's not cut hairs about it. You're prisoners. Absolutely prisoners.
What a lovely place. I fucking love this place.
I'm going over to the deer person.
Alright.
And she's just gonna walk away and go talk to whatever the fuck that is. That's
Yep.
lovely.
Probably a demon that needs to be freed.
Oh, probably. I mean,
Flick you off as I walk away.
with one of us.
Both.
Yeah. Just your
So-
general direction.
So when I try to make light, I don't make light.
You do not make light. Again, you are able to prepare spells perfectly fine, but you cannot cast.
Sorry, I was having a lot of headphone issues. Okay.
So, Elkson, you come up to this person, and instantly this halfling looks up, whispers something into this other creature's ear. And the halfling just looks you up and down.
What happened to your ear? And you look soft.
Like, there's just this slow lift his head up. There's still only one eye visible, and it is. Dude doesn't look like he slept in a week. Just looks more interested in the bow, and then looks back up, like all the way up at Elkson, because he's just like 5 feet. Like,
Hi.
Looks back down to the halfling. I don't honestly know if I'd be soft after all this.
Can I pet you?
I'd actually rather you not. I don't really know you.
I'm Elkson.
that kind of like forwardness obviously catches them off guard, and there's this very obvious detached stare where he's just looking off blankly somewhere over your shoulder before just being like, "You can call me Gabri then, if we're being so forward."
You see
You
me.
look tired. What?
Oh, I think we just lost some. Did we lose somebody? Nope. Okay.
You popped back in.
There's like a second they came
I
back.
had I had to switch to my phone because my headphones like weren't letting me hear anything that was going on.
Okay, no problem. See, Mimos looks at you and then looks back to Elks, and you know that the guards don't like us fighting here.
I'm
He
not
looks
trying
really.
to fight.
He looks really nervous.
Oxen will just sit cross-legged, so neither of them have to look up at her anymore.
Right, just eye level now, maybe.
I'm gonna quickly look at Meowgi and be like, are we going to just allow this to happen?
I mean, she's freed fucking demons, so I mean.
Speaking of
Yes.
which, I need Helvog, Meowgi, Suzen, and Ath to roll a perception check.
Also,
Oh.
I mean, he does have horns. Maybe he is a demon. Y'all don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Natural
When-
20 for a 22.
Okay. Natural 20. You instantly see from outside the bars, this portly human male is eyeing Elkson and then is eyeing you, Suzen. And
I
he
got a
seems
six.
to be whispering something. And with your natural 20, I will give you a hint of what they say. Who else? That was another nice roll. Who got that?
I got 19
Log.
and
Yeah, Helvog and Ath, you definitely see the same thing. But Suzen, you will hear some words with your natural 20.
Okay.
Should go get the gnome. He's going to be interested. We got another one in here. And that one matches the description the other one, the elf lady, was looking for.
This is odd. Do we have our weapons by any chance?
You have your weapons. You have all of your equipment.
So I'm just gonna make a show of kind of twirling my knife in my fingers,
Okay?
but not say anything else.
Okay.
Really wanna hang out with me?
Your hand, when you go to reach for your knife,
Mhm.
your hand brushes your scimitar, and you notice you can instantly feel the hum of electricity. That is odd, because nothing else magical is working.
Well, that was what I was just about to ask. If I can't cast my light and things feel muted, I ain't gonna reach into my bag.
It is right now unaccessible. However, gameplay wise, when you get out there, it will be accessible again. You will not have to redo it. Just inside the living quarters.
Does my bag of holding work?
Nope.
That's what I was getting at, because I have a Heward's Hand the Haversack,
Yep.
which means all my crap is in that bag.
Yep. But yes, Suzen, you feel like a little bit of static electricity from that sword.
I'm gonna share both bits of this information with Meowgi.
Oh, so this is lovely. Should we go have a word?
Absolutely.
So, before you go over there, Elkson, continue on with your conversation.
When she addresses how tired he is, he like just forces this very thin smile. It's like, you also look pretty exhausted. I can't imagine anyone's in incredibly high spirits.
I don't think we should trust them. They'll be gone soon anyway. That's what Mimos is saying to you.
Well, that's rude. How long have you guys been here?
Longer than I care to.
Well, then who's to say that I'll be gone?
People don't last long
How
here.
well armored does she
You
look
have.
at a glance?
I'm a ranger. It's medium armor.
I mean,
Nothing special.
her armor definitely looks used and well maintained.
She has a burn scar on her nose.
And this is about the time that Suzen and Miyagi walk up.
When they approach, he does like kind of back up a little bit more into the shadows. It's like, oh well, there's
You see,
you now.
You see Mimos gets in front of you in a protective type stance.
Friends, don't worry. The only thing she cares about is money. The only thing he cares about is books.
Lovely.
Care about power.
Yeah, but you try to get that through money, so it kind of is tandem for you.
Yeah,
She does have a point.
she's right. She's right.
You there! You see this portly fellow is pointing at Suzen. Come here.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Oh, I think he wants
That's
to have
not
a
how
word
you get a
with you.
lady to come to you.
I think he wants to have a word with you. Should we go investigate? Should we go talk?
Your time has been bought. You have a visitor.
All right.
See a couple.
No,
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think, I'm gonna leave my spell book with Miyagi.
Okay. Are you doing this stealthily or?
Yeah, I'll do it stealthily.
Okay, roll me a
sleight of hand.
sleight of hand.
Oh, that's garbage. Natural 1 for a 5.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. You see him definitely clock the exchange, but doesn't say anything about it.
Is Ixbit still with me?
Ixbit is in your cloak, under your clothes, because he is visible right now.
Okay. I figured.
Yes.
Okay.
You see him claw. He's kind of like his nails are getting into you. You kind of getting scratches. Suzen,
Who's
you
the pushy guy? Just asking the halfling and Gavri.
Gavri,
Right.
you know this individual. He's the head caretaker.
The head taskmaster.
Yep.
He'll sigh, and with what seems like just the most enormous effort, roll his eye and say that disgusting creature would be Bergen. Head taskmaster here. Not sure what he wants with your. And then there's like a just unnecessarily long pause as he seems to try and find the word. It's like, friend of yours?
Yeah, I'd say we're friends.
Suzen,
Mhm.
you are ushered into an empty room, divided by a thick metal grate. On your half, a single stool has been left, although it's sized for a much taller individual, and you can't help but think that that was meant as a personal insult. The door on the other half opens, and you recognize the figure stepping through instantly. Alelia, standing tall, with her flowing golden blonde hair, immaculately dressed in a fine silk blouse, deep purple in color. Numerous wands and tomes hang from her well-crafted leather belt, accompanied by a longsword whose hilt looks delicately made just for her slender hands. She walks in and runs a finger down the chair that's on her side. Looking at the dust, her fingers contracted. You see a look of disgust comes across her face. And with a wave of her hand, the chair smolders into ash. She leans back, and her cloak seems to bend and form into a lounge chair, completely ignoring the laws of physics, as one half of her mouth curls up in a smile. And she uses that pet name that she had for you that you cannot stand. Well, little Sizzy, what a predicament you have found yourself in.
Ah, Alelia. So nice to see your hair's grown back. It's a bit worried.
Ah, yes, well, little things of that nature are petty to our type, aren't they?
And it's a wig.
Yeah.
Roll perception.
That wave.
Roll
I'm
perception.
rolling perception. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see what I get.
Snatch that
Mage hand,
weave.
snatch that weave.
14.
14. Looks a little off.
You might want to, just a little.
You see her.
Should
She's
have
definitely.
paid the extra gold for the lace front.
Well, if you're done being childish, Sizzy, I'm here as a friend. It seems like you're in a little bit of a predicament here. We
Nice
can.
being what they are.
How much do you owe?
Pittons, really. Nothing a good swing of the sword can't cure or can't handle.
Well, we can arrange for your release immediately if you like. We can't have somebody from Valsid in this condition. It's beneath you.
Well,
I know much things aren't, but it is beneath you.
Speaking of things that are beneath me, how's that singing voice? You still have a frog in your throat.
Oh. Is this how you treat old friends, Sizzy? Come now.
Well, let's suppose for just a moment I was mildly interested in whatever offer you've come here. What exactly is it that you're proposing?
We only want what was stolen. You return the rightful property, and we'll get you out of here. That's it.
Stolen is such an ugly word. I prefer liberated.
Well, you weren't the owner, Sizzy.
Ownership is Fuck, I can't think of the expression.
Percent.
Possession is 9 cents of the law, love. According to most governments, I am the owner of the book now.
Look, I'm here, being friendly. We want the book. Mistress.
Tell you what,
Mistress needs that book.
Lilia. If you truly want to be a friend, you could support me from the crowd. Be sure to say my name loud. It's Cezanne.
Listen, you have excuse for a mage. You're going to give us that book, or I will make sure that you do not live.
I'll see you out there.
Well, as she stands up, it's good that the taskmasters can be guided in his fights. I'm sure you enjoy your first one, Sissy. We've already purchased your items after you die.
Do give the headmistress my best and let her know that she'll never hold a candle to me.
She gets up. Frustrated, she throws a firebolt. It dissipates as it hits the grate. Because, again, no magic can go through there.
Temper.
Oh my god.
Well, I knew it wouldn't work. You can't trust the lowborn. She walks out.
Remember, just a little bit to the left.
Roll another perception check. With advantage. With advantage.
21.
You see, as she's around the corner, her hands go up to her head and tries to rearrange it. And you're ushered back, but I'll let you know when you're back. To the rest of the group.
Do people usually get visitors here?
Is that a common occurrence?
Sorry about that.
Brian, is it a common occurrence that
No.
visitors are having?
Well, there are
Oh,
some.
you're in a wind tunnel, my guy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You are.
Sorry. Let me try to fix this real quick. How's that sound?
You're good now.
Much
Okay.
better.
Sorry, I had to turn off the mic for a second. So, there have been some visitors here, but it's mainly for people wanting the gladiators' affections.
Gabriel will shake his head then, be like, not except for them flirty types, I think. Your friend's something special then, is she?
You could say that.
But you
When was
would
the
do
last
know.
time you ate?
I'm sorry, just to clarify something. You do know that that even here consent is 100%. It's never forced.
Yee.
Because it's my fucking world, and I'm not having that in my world.
When was the last time you guys had some like fresh fruit or something?
You
Kinda
have.
like perks up at that, but just gives a shrug because what do we get to eat here, Brian?
Slop. You get to eat the. Okay, you know how parts of an animal you have the offal of it. You get worse. You get, and it's all mushed in together with crappy, weak, old grain, and it is sustainable, but not for healthy living at all.
I'll take some of like the berries and stuff that I have and just hand over some. Just put it down in front of them because I don't expect them to actually take it from me. Just put it down in front of them and then eat one myself to show them that they're normal berries.
Are they just normal berries or are they good?
They're not good
berries?
berries. I don't have any
Okay.
good berries on me. I use all my charges for that on the ship. They're just normal berries.
And they are. You may roll a medicine check to see if before he would like to take a taste.
Like I said, I eat one in front of them too, just so they understand. It's up to you, Heather.
Like, Gabri's taking a long moment to think, because I don't know how familiar he is with Dragonborn, or if he can even tell the difference between her being a lizard folk or a Dragonborn, or
I mean, you've heard of them.
Right, he's just like, are these the ones that have poison resistance? Is this a trick? These are the thoughts going through his head as he's just staring at the berries mistrustfully.
This whole exchange, Miyaugi's just been like looking at the book. Like this is Susan's most prized possession, and the fact that
Do you look through it?
No. I'm just like holding it, looking at it, just
As you're looking at it, you notice, you can tell by just looking at the sides, the pages. You see the first couple pages are definitely obviously used. You see a couple of pieces of parchment just from the sides that are definitely not used. But then you see a couple more, like there's room for spells to be put in there. But then near the latter quarter of it, it's used again. Obviously so.
Can I look at the used portion and then?
You open the book?
Yeah.
Okay,
I opened.
You open the book to that portion. And I need you to roll an Arcana check for me.
Natural 20. I'm using a fucking portent.
These
understand.
magical equations are, it's not quite a spell, it's more of a ritual, but it starts off as more notes. Highly necromantic. It deals in drawing the life force out of an individual and making it part of not just the life force, their experience, their power, their conduit to the arcane. It's written in, and you've seen Susan's handwriting before because Suzanne has helped you with teaching you spells and all that. It's definitely not in her handwriting. This is more elegant and flowing. It's like calligraphy. It's like calligraphy would look like script to this writing.
Oh my gosh.
It is extremely, extremely evil. You can tell by the notes they have no... It is about stealing that person's experience and very soul and putting it into them just for power.
Can I copy it? Can I summarize? Can I copy it?
You can start to copy it, but it's a massive amount of work.
I imagine.
So you can start copying that.
Okay.
And about this time, Suzen does return. And Suzen, you see Miyagi sitting down there, your book open, and he's writing. And it's open to a spot that you haven't opened to.
You naughty kitty.
Hey, hold up. I'm writing something very important I found.
I'm more piqued. My curiosity is more piqued than anger, so I'm gonna just look over Miyagi's shoulder. What do you have then?
I found it?
You know that handwriting.
Should I roll an Arcana check to see if I should stop Miyagi from copying this?
Yes.
Is Gavri still staring at the berries and the halfling?
Yes.
That is a 21.
21. You know that this is real evil shit. This is on the level of Soul Jar, but it's taking someone else's soul.
Miyagi. In the past, I've been very accepting, lenient, and nurturing. But if you don't put down the pen, we're going to have an issue.
But if we copy this...
I'm going to hold my blade to Miyagi's stirrup.
Which blade?
My dagger.
Yep. Are you doing it stealthily or...
Very flashy.
Instantly, the guards start to run in.
I guess.
You two knock it off. Just give her book back.
Closing the book. Passing it over.
I kind of put my hands up and I'm like, putting it away.
You see this female come up, long brown hair, almost like radiant type of eyes. She does have a scar running across her face. That's your one warning. If you brandish weapons in here again, you will lose all of your gear.
Oh, it's my apologies, ma'am. I started copying something very personal to her for leverage, and, I shouldn't do that. Friends shouldn't do that to each other.
So you're the instigator here?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm sorry. Come here.
I go willingly.
Miyagi is giving the task... Oh, go ahead, Suzanne.
Oh, I'm trying to speak on Miyagi's part. Like, I don't think it's really necessary. I think I overreacted.
He'll be fine. He just has an additional duty.
Absolutely. So what am I doing?
Miyagi is tasked with cleaning the latrine.
Easy peasy. Let's do it.
I was about to ask if he had scrubbed
With
toilet.
his tongue.
No, I'm not that evil.
At that point, I'd kill everybody in the Coliseum.
You are given plenty of things to clean with, and then this female looks at you, and it looks like she has a little bit of sadness in her eyes. She gives you a spare set of clothes to turn into, so you don't have to dirty your own.
Has the halfling eaten the berries?
Halfling has demolished it. It's good.
I continue watching the halfling for a bit, and he seems
I
good.
scoot some over to Gavri just so the halfling doesn't eat all of them.
Good idea. It's about this time. Slopson! And you see almost everybody else runs to the front of this area where the bar's on. And you see them just grabbing bowls and this liquidy, watery, just disgusting food is put into it. And people just grabbing it and eating it with their hands.
Yeah, I'd rather starve than that, and I'll take a handful of the berries and just one at a time.
Please tell me you haven't given all of your berries to these strangers.
I don't know how much I would have left, but anything I did have left, I would give to Meowgi and Suzanne and Ath.
I would say
just go get myself a slop.
I would say you have enough to not go hungry for a day.
There you go.
Do I hear the slop or like the call for slop, or am I busy cleaning?
You're busy.
That's fine.
I'll save one for Meowgi. So, fawn creature. You look weak and pale.
His name's Gavry. Also, it's not nice to say people look weak.
Didn't I overhear you call him soft?
I was talking about his fur.
He like, there's a show of like rolling his eye again at the mention of being called like soft, weak, pale, because they're all incredibly correct. And he's like, oh yes, incredibly weak, really no competition for the likes of you.
You see Mimos is just looking back and forth of this exchange between Suzanne and Elkson.
Well, don't feel bad. Most creatures aren't a match for me, but you could probably take Elkson in a fight.
She's a bit full of herself, don't worry.
I couldn't tell, honestly. Very humble sort.
You get used to her when you're around her long enough.
So, Gavri, are you a competitor as well?
We all are if you're down here.
You must be pretty tough to have been here for a long time and still be here. Both of you.
Oh, Gavri's the toughest.
He gives like a limp shrug of his shoulder. It is very limp, by the way. Just, right? Just, like, you might get the sense that maybe he does look awful, but he's trying to play down whatever strength he has. Because again, you see he's got a well-worn longbow, but not a whole lot about him.
But Mimos is definitely not that, and we'll start saying, Gavri is the toughest. Don't even think twice about messing with us.
Oh, it's really not necessary.
I'm planning on it.
Wouldn't dream of it. But I'm a little confused. I was under the impression that after 5 victories, you would be freed.
Well, I guess it depends on the debt.
Oh, do you guys have a lot of debt?
I'm put into a number, isn't it? 5 victories, all you have to pay.
I only have one more to do.
Our whole group has to get 5.
As a group, then.
Good luck.
What earned you that?
By the way, you guys seem like you're friends. Do you get to fight in pairs or something? Do you ever get teamed up, or is it always one-on-one?
It changes. I've only had to do. I only have to get 2 victories, and Gavri helped me out last time. I'm not. He looks kind of sheepish, but then looks down at his hands as the berry stains. And I'm not much of a fighter. I'm a cook.
Huh. That's a useful skill, though.
Yeah, but not
Have you
when.
ever smacked someone with a frying pan?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Oh.
Look, he touched my ass. Okay, I don't like that.
I don't blame you.
Can I do a perception check to check out the ass?
How
Sure.
acceptable is butt?
So I want to see if it was worth doing jail for. 18.
It's well hidden, but it is Captain
You got a
America
dump
wise.
truck. He got a dump truck.
Captain America.
I just said no. Okay.
Was it hot when you
Here's my
smacked him
number.
with it?
Yeah.
These
Good.
are truly the questions of ages.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, round.
What's that?
As you see the head taskmaster come up to your cages again. Plans have changed. Looks like we're gonna have a fight here soon.
Bree's eyes immediately dart to Suzanne, who has been the center of attention, has gotten a special visitor, and has caused a commotion, just like,
It's time for y'all to get out there. All of you. As you see a door on the side starts to raise up and you see bright light get shown into this dark area where you're supposed to be sleeping.
Ugh. Like, Gabri's hands immediately go over his eyes, like pulling his hood down. Honestly, so unnecessary.
You have a bow too. We can stand by each other and attack from distance.
Fair fun, I do like that. Always appreciate another archer on the field.
Do you want to stay by us, Mimas, or are you more of an up close?
I'm gonna be by my friend.
Okie dokie.
Get
I'll help
moving!
protect you two then. And she'll get up and.
I just have one very important question before we head out there.
Yes.
How's my hair?
Your hair
Chloe
is disheveled.
Always, Suzanne.
Is disheveled in here. It is filled with dirt and grime.
It's,
And you can't presentation right now.
damn it.
As soon
Am
as
I
you get
pulled
out the
away
gate.
from the latrines?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
So, you all are ushered out into this arena. This is a long type of oval type of arena with 4 pillars on the inside. Standing on the loose dirt in the middle of this massive structure. And let's go ahead and bring you here.
Has
And
anyone ever knocked the pillars onto somebody?
Let's move this sound up.
Can someone share the Foundry screen? I still can't log in.
Me neither.
No.
Okay. Well, on that note, we will take a quick break while we do that because I will.
How do I turn that down?
Yeah.
Yo.
We'll be right back, guys. And we are back. Unfortunately, our cameras are definitely out of whack, so I have to fix that because reasons. So we are going to change this to... And we're still waiting for some people to get back from their AFK here real quick. So this is going to be Josh. So you get to see all the fixings happening in real time. We're doing this because some people are having problems with loading Foundry, so.
Apologies.
I think
Foundry, please.
people will like to see more than just Josh's forehead.
Would they though?
Even
The
though
beautiful forehead.
it's frozen on his end.
On a puffy face.
Oh,
He's holding in a
Puffy.
mighty Fusuroda.
And next we are going to have...
Where's the halfling? And I said I was standing by Gavri.
The halfling is standing by Gavri, but there is no icon for him.
Oh god, I'm sure that bodes well.
Don't
if
read
there's
into
one
it.
character I'm sure is making it through this battle, it's that halfling.
Yes, please. Please save the boy, please.
I
Is
said
he a
I'd help
boy?
protect him, so.
Alrighty. Cameras have been fixed, however, Joey, I'm going to reposition yours because it is just not a flattering position.
Oh no.
Which is why I'm taking time out of the stream to make sure it's fixed for you.
Yes.
Alright, we're back. Standing on the loose dirt ground in the middle of this massive structure, you are partially deafened by the roar of the crowd. Your eyes dart back and forth looking for any movement that might be perceived as a threat. Your gazes fall upon your fellow gladiators. You have the fawn and the halfling. You see an elderly male there with a spear. You see a massive half-orc with just this, looks like log that he's carrying, but has iron spikes through it. Wondering if they mean to have you all combat each other. Then there's the sound of a large impact, like a tree hitting a stone, followed by the ticking of massive gears, as you see two large holes from the ground open up in front of you. Out of these pits, you see two large creatures slither out. At first, they seem like large snakes, but your combat-oriented mind, all of you, have been in combat multiple times. You quickly denote additional details, such as their long, crocodilian-shaped narrow heads with curved black horns, the mouth filled with rows upon rows of dagger-sharp teeth, their thick armor like scales, with variations of dark blue in color, being lighter on the underside. What is surprising is when one of them gets close to a column. We lost Josh again. Hopefully he'll comes back and the cameras will fix themselves. The one of them on all of your all's left gets close to one of the columns. And you see these creatures actually have 12 legs. 6 on each side, with 3 clawed toes that scrambles up to the side, clings on its side, letting out a long hiss as what it perceives to be its next meal. You. Roll for initiative.
Uh, 10 for me.
17 for me.
22 for me.
I'm going to roll for Miyagi. All right. Ath, what did you get?
22.
22. That's exactly what I rolled for you, too. Or unless you rolled in Foundry.
I rolled it in Foundry.
Alexon, what'd you get?
17.
All right. Suzanne, 10, right?
10. Mm-hmm.
All righty. And Garvey, did you roll it in Foundry?
Yep. Should
Alrighty.
be 12.
Ath, you're first.
Okay. Is this red one down here one that we're fighting too?
No, that is Miyagi's imp.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So, I think I want to...
Quick reminder, I said I was standing by Gavri. So I would like to be between Zen and Gavri, if that is okay.
That's
That
her.
is not me.
I'm fixing it. I already fixed it.
Friends. Panic Fawn, engage.
Okay, well, I'm probably going to be scared to run up to them. So I think, how far can I throw my javelins?
Your javelin should have a range on them.
Okay. It's 30 feet.
Yep, definitely within 30 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the one on the left, and I'm going to throw my javelin at it.
This is the one
13.
that's up.
Huh?
13, you said?
Yes.
That is a miss. Does that complete your turn?
No, I can attack again, can't I?
You can throw another javelin.
Yeah, let's do that. Ignore that. I did not mean to do that.
Seventeen. Just hits.
Nice.
Does that complete your turn?
Yeah, it'll complete it.
All right, it is this monstrosity's turn, the one that you just hit. As it comes down, you can get right there. And it.
Can you?
Yep, we can hear
Can you
you.
guys hear me at all? Okay, cool.
Yes.
And we're gonna turn this off because I don't need that. All right, you see this large snake-like creature come down and attempt to bite at you. Ath? That hits a 23.
Okay.
And that's 22 points of piercing damage.
Oh, buddy. Did I have a long rest before this?
Yes, you did. You're at 53 right now.
Cool.
Is anyone else's map working, or is it just mine that's being shitty?
Oh, well, everybody else is kind of working. It will then...
We're watching mooses.
It will then attempt to constrict you. It's going to be a 16 to hit.
Yes.
That is an additional 15 points of bludgeoning damage as you are now grappled. It is this one's turn. And it comes down.
Oh shit.
As it bites into your halfling friend. You see, as the cameras go away again, you see him scream as he is bit and half of his body is inside of this creature. As it
Still alive.
He's alive at this moment until he's swallowed. It is now Elkson's turn.
Alright, well, this thing is too close for me to really be able to effectively use my bow, so I'm going to 3rd level Thunder Wave this bitch. So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. Move my combat tracker out of the way here. Constitution. What's your DC?
13.
It passed.
So it takes half damage, half of 48. Alright, that's not terrible. 21 damage, half, so.
Alrighty. Does that complete your turn?
Bonus action, I'm going to Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark. He is now marked.
Should have done that first, but oh well.
It is Ixpit's turn.
What is Ixpit gonna do?
Boss, what do you want me to do? These things are scary.
Stay back. I'll think of something.
Okay. He turns invisible.
That's good. That's good. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my internet right now. I think I know why it's off.
Am I the only one who sees Josh as sideways?
No, I am sideways. I'm trying to fix my internet.
Gavri,
Hello.
it is your turn. You have this creature who just ate your only friend here.
Yeah, that is problematic, huh?
You didn't spit him back out after the damage?
No, I
No.
swallowed him. He's in there. I'm having slight UI problems. I wasn't able to get the nice HUD thing coming up, so I might have to roll from Beyond
Okay.
while I get that sorted real quick. I think the honest and only thing I can do to try and get him out of there at present is just to beat it up. Not super great. Action. Okay. I'm just double checking if I get that second attack.
And Suzanne, you're on deck.
Okay.
So I haven't even got my bow out, so just unarmed, just gonna panic thrash at this thing, I think, and take my attack, my Gloomstalker first turn attack, and a bonus action.
I forgot about my
boop.
Gloomstalker.
Is gonna be what I do. So first boop is, oh my goodness, did that roll?
It did.
Okay.
13. You see, you come up and you strike with your elbow, but you hit one of its more armored scales. No damage.
All right, I take the second boop.
You come around using your back legs and kick, doing kind of a whirlwind thing, and you do roll damage.
Excellent.
You hit on the underside.
Heck, and yeah, Q. And because that's Gloomstalker, that is also plus a d8. That is not a d8. That is an additional boop damage.
I wouldn't have gotten Dread Ambusher anyways, because it's weapon attack. Thunderwave is not a weapon.
A glorious one. And my final boop, just part of my monk thing as bonus action, gonna take another swing.
Unfortunately, you found yourself out of position and you struck another hard scale that it glances off.
As a free action, I want to just hopelessly scream and hope he can hear me in there, like, don't you dare think I'm giving up yet, Mimos. You hang on in there. And then I'm going to run. We're gonna run. You know what? Just away. Just away. Over here.
It will take an attack of opportunity on you.
Nope. Because I've got the mobile feet.
Yep, then you are good.
Run!
It snaps at you, but you are already gone.
Like, you watch him do one of those, like, half flip things that animals do when they're spooked and something takes a swipe at them as he goes. Just like, stop it!
So Zen, it's your turn.
Bonus action, Blade Song.
Okay. Go and give me a perception check for me.
What size are these creatures?
Large.
Okay, cool. So
Or huge. They're rather
which
big.
One?
They are large.
Okay, good. My Thorn Whip still affects them.
So I rolled an 8 for perception.
I'll give you advantage.
Okay. That's even worse. That's a 6.
Okay, never mind then.
So yes, Blade Song as a bonus action.
Okay.
For my main action, I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
Gotta get the old setup. And then I'm gonna run behind the creature that attacked Ath.
Which is the one on the left-hand side, alright?
Yes.
So you've got 25 feet of movement. That's...
that is more than that, because I have Blade Song. I just don't remember how much more. Give me just a sec.
Well, 25, 30... If you have 35 feet, you can get in perfect flanking position.
And that's exactly what I have, 35 feet.
Oh, is it Ath grappled?
Ath is grappled,
right.
yes. So you don't really get flanking right now.
That's okay. We'll solve that in a minute. But that is my turn.
All right. Meowgi, you are up. Helvog, you're on deck.
I'm going to move 25 feet back.
You have 10 feet to go back.
Okay, then I'll move 10 feet back. And I am going to cast... Screw it. Let's do second level magic missile on the one on the right.
On the one on the right, who ate the halfling.
Yep. I can pull out some dice because none of my shit's working. So second level, that's 4, I believe.
I'm gonna do it for you in Foundry. We'll see.
Okay, that'll work. Because I'm trying to get everything working. I don't know what's up with my internet. It's just fucking up.
We all have those nights.
Yeah.
Doing it at second level?
Yeah.
Alrighty, it is rolling. 3 darts for 4 apiece.
Alrighty, so 12 points of damage. No, I think second level is 4 darts. Am I mistaken?
Cast a spell using second level power creates 1 more dart for each slot above first.
Yeah.
So
And first is 3, second is 4.
Alright, so we'll add 4 more damage. Does that complete your turn?
Yep.
Helvog, you're up. Ath, you're on deck.
All right. Quick monster knowledge. Do I know anything?
You may roll an Arcana for me.
Oh, I thought we were doing percentages. But that's all right. I'll find it. Where are you?
Nice rolls. These, you actually, with a 19, you know exactly what they are. They are behears, monstrosities, and they shoot lightning.
Are they vulnerable to anything?
No.
Now, is it just us in here, or
there are other combatants, and they are not faring as well as you are.
Okay.
All right.
I went ahead and I lowered their starting HP to signify what they are doing.
I will be right back, but I've got my wireless headset, so I'm still listening.
Mechanics question for you, DM.
Shoot.
If I go behind the pillar and then thorn whip the creature, which pulls it 10 feet towards me, can I slam it into the pillar and try and break the pillar on it?
You can attempt. It would. Thorn Whip is what level of spell? I believe it's cantrip.
It is.
It's not going to have a lot of power, a lot of strength. As I have a car that races past me. You can. Looking at these pillars, you see there's definitely some damage to them, but they're pretty damn thick. You're going to have a hard time to knock it over.
Okay. My very first thought upon coming in here was, has anyone slammed these on people?
Helvog, what you doing?
I back up 5 feet. Move the map around. And gonna cast Scorching Ray. Where are you? There you are. Why are you doing that? I don't want you to do that. All right, how do I get it to stop pulling tooltips up? Because they're getting in my way.
Well, if you just target the creature, then hit the cast spell.
I did. That's what I'm doing. And I'm going to the second level. Scorching Ray, and it pulls a tooltip right up in front of the whole goddamn thing.
Let me see.
You're not being helpful.
That I'm not certain of, because I'm trying to do it too, and I'm having trouble with it. I'll just do it from the character sheet.
That's what I'm doing.
It's been a while for us, folks. We got to get back in the swing of things. $22 definitely hits.
Well, that's one.
$19 hits.
Man, those are crappy damage rolls.
Got one more ray.
Yeah.
This one who ate the halfling's already looking pretty injured. As your blast of fire hits it, it just 18 hits.
Ooh. Well,
It is not happy. All right, does that complete your turn?
Yeah, that completes my turn.
Ath, you are up and being grappled. Ath, you there? Yep, I can hear
Can you
you.
hear me? Okay. Oh, buddy. Okay, so you said I'm grappled?
You are grappled and you are not raging right now.
Okay. How would I get out of the grapple? Would I use my movement for that?
You'd have to make an opposed strength check.
Okay.
Now, if you're raging, you would get advantage on that.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm gonna rage. Sorry, everything is being so slow for me. Did it say that I am?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So then a strength check?
Strength check. 23. Your muscles pop. You can feel even your bones kind of just almost get out of socket as you just feel the fury within you as you just pull yourself out of this creature's grasp. You are free. That is your action, though. You still have your movement.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stay here so that way we're flanking. So I think that will, because I don't have an attack, do I?
No, you do not.
Okay. Sorry, you're really robot for me right now.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. It's my side internet. Okay, then yeah, that'll end my turn.
Alrighty, it is this Behir's turn. It sees the quick movement of Cezanne and will attempt to bite at the thing behind it. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Miss.
And it will then attempt to constrict you.
Oh.
21.
Still a miss.
That's good because I rolled really high on that damage. That would have probably knocked you at least to like, oh, not dead, but very close.
Mm-hmm. That would have hurt.
It is the second Behir's turn, and it sees 3 enemies in a nice little line for it.
Yeah, that was my own stupidity. I should have moved more.
So let me scroll out of here. And grab this. Alright, well that, my little icon here is being slow, so I'm just going to delete it and just do it the old-fashioned way. It is, you see this creature takes a deep breath as blue lightning starts to trickle and spark around its mouth as it shoots out directly at Elkson, Helvog, and Meowgi. I need you all to, let me just pull this up here, make, I believe, a dexterity saving throw.
That's my best one. Let's see. That's not fucking great. 15?
14. Oh.
The DC is 16.
Shit.
So,
Dude,
I'm dead.
half of
I'm
that.
dead. No,
Ah!
like I'm
How much
dead.
damage?
I'm I'm dead. Like I don't get death saves or anything. I'm dead because that is all my HP, and I'm dead.
You're not dead because it's not over.
Yes, it is. 87. 41 times 2 is 82.
That's not the damage. It's not 87. I didn't lower the dice on it. You all, Helvog, you jump out of the way, and you take, for half of it, you're going to take, let me calculate that, 24 points of damage. Miyagi and Elkson, 48 points of damage. You are both knocked unconscious. Elkson, I need you to do a death saving throw.
Did you say 28?
24.
I wish someone would have told me that it does lightning damage, because I could have made myself resistant. Alright, death saving throw, let's go. 16.
16, you succeed.
To be fair, Helvog did do an investigation, and they did reveal it was a lightning strike.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything. That's what she's getting at. I didn't voice it out loud.
So there's no
Gotcha.
reason Elkson would have known to...
That's right. We don't metagame here. Okay, gotcha.
You see this imp come up and attempt to strike at the creature that actually come on now. Are you gonna roll?
Wait, absorb elements is a reaction.
It is.
Fucking absorbing the lightning damage!
You absorb half of it. Holy crap. This imp runs up and with an 18 stings its tail into this Behir. You all see this imp fly up and become very visible.
Half damage is 24.
Yeah.
And it has
Still fucking up.
to do a Constitution saving throw. Where are we at here? And I rolled a 10 on my Constitution saving throw. So it takes also an additional 9 points of poison damage. Garvey.
I know I just did
One
a
day
death
you'll
saving
get that
throw.
name right.
Oh, hold on,
I know
Garvey. Yes, Axel.
Since I did the absorb elements, it would have been 24 damage, so I still would have been up. Do I get my turn, or are we just doing the death saving throw for that?
No, I'll let you have your turn. Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to steal your thunder, Ren.
No, you good. I had a plan, but you're good. You're up.
I fucking panic realization thing. Okay. Alright, bitch. It's still too fucking close, and I'm not gonna give it an attack of opportunity. It's still got the hunter's mark.
Yep. Roll a concentration check for me.
The 15 plus...
15, you're good.
Okay.
That's half the damage. You took 24, so it's 12 DC.
Okay. I'm going to breath weapon.
Yep.
It's gonna make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, you should have your nice new breath weapon in there. Yes. Dexterity.
DC 12.
It rolled 22.
Yes.
Okay, so half. 7 halved plus my hunter's mark. I didn't say what level I did hunter's mark at, so I'm just gonna do first.
That's first level. You don't get an additional damage for
an
it. So
additional 1 damage, so 8 total halved. Freaking 4.
every little bit helps. This thing's actually looking pretty hurt.
And Elxin literally, like, takes the fucking lightning damage. Like, she should have fucking gone down, and she just turns and fucking full on, like, dragon roars at this thing as she breath weapons. She's fucking pissed off.
Garvey.
That name right eventually. I have faith in
Yes,
you.
I know. I'm sorry.
I
will.
Alright. 25.
Gavry.
Yeah. It's like if you smush Gavin and Gary together.
Don't worry, I messed up everybody's name in the beginning.
Yee.
He confused
I'm just trying
mine
to
and Suzen's name.
And Suzen, you're on deck.
Okay.
I just want to make sure if I use my bonus action to do Flurry of Blows, it can be against something else.
Pretty sure all of stream saw me flail with the realization about the absorb element.
Just big flail
It's quite a
energy.
moment to behold, yes.
You breathe in there,
Excellent.
Miyagi.
Yeah, I'm breathing.
All right.
Okay. Then seeing this thing's still up, still has my friend eaten. This thing is throwing lightning everywhere, trying to spit up on allies, question mark. I don't know what that thing is, but it's worrying. So he's like gonna kind of like do the little deer dance on the spot, like, oh, I don't like this one bit, and just go charging right back in there. It's 25 to get here. Let's get right in here.
You do realize that if you stay over there on the other side, at least you'll get advantage.
No,
when
don't
you
worry
do your...
about it.
Okay.
That's the plan. We're getting there. Just gonna give a real apologetic look to Alex and be like, real sorry about this. I'm gonna push her out of the way as my action to try and get her out of this thing's range, like, further this way.
All right.
Like to fail that because he's not like trying to harm you, but I am like being like,
I'll trust him. Sure.
right, like,
I'll
sorry about this. Just kind of like grabs her and like yeets her over to the side.
Go and just roll a d20 for me, just on the chance that you get a 1.
What would that be? Athletics?
Yes, it would be. It would be an athletics check.
Oh boy.
I'm only worried if you get a 1. If you get anything else, you are fine, especially since Elkson is going with it.
Right.
And I have a +0 anyways. So.
Athletics. That's acrobatics. That won't do. Did this roll with all this lag?
Okay.
Something going. Yo,
Natural 20. Elkson, you get pushed 10 feet back. And it's forced movement, which does not incur an attack of opportunity.
Right, like, he looks like he feels bad about it, but then, like, spins immediately, hooves up, and I am gonna run. I have movement speed for days.
She smiles at him as he does it. Like, she gets it.
Right, like, you got a bow, you can't be there. I'm gonna use... Oh gosh, I need to know how many...
Maybe Gavri's lesson will stick, because it certainly hasn't stuck when Suzen told Elson not to go up front.
It'll be 40
she
for
didn't.
me to get...
It came to her, and she
back
couldn't
on this
get the
side.
fuck out.
I'm gonna use my bonus action Flurry of Blows to do 2 boops. I'm gonna see if I hit this button right.
Do me a favor, read the mobile feat for me.
Boop the snoot.
Mobile feat.
The snoot. The snoot is on fire.
Because you are going through their area.
Is it large enough for me to go under it?
It
Or how does
is.
that work?
It is definitely large enough for you to go under it, but it's still their threatened area. Oh, that was a nice animation there with Flurry of Blows.
Mhm.
So I'm just wondering.
It didn't roll my attack for it though, so
No.
nice 8, but it didn't roll my boop for it.
So I just want to double check to make sure that if the mobile feat lets you go through their affected area without incurring...
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, then it will get an attack of opportunity for you to go through its controlled area.
In that case, if I was here, then I would still be able to...
Now, you can go through allies area with no problem, with no...
Okay.
So, do you have enough movement to push Elkson back?
Oh, easily.
Okay.
Because I've got 60 move to get
Oh, yeah,
there.
then you're good. You're good. We'll just say you ran around the other area, so you're good.
Right, just big old run.
Just thought for, future fights. So if you go inside a threatened area, you will, and you're like in their square, you will get an attack of opportunity. So
that's fair.
go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay. Sorry, I really was hoping that would have just done a boop. Does this do an attack roll? I tried to put them on my hotbar. I got the UI fixed. So
there you go.
Okay. Did it roll? It hasn't shown up for me.
Nope, no roll yet.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to Beyond. I'm so sorry.
No worries. Learning curve.
Okay,
we've been out for almost a month, guys. So combat. That's why I wanted to do this kind of a big combat. 14 unfortunately does not hit, but for your second attack,
get one more.
Yep.
One more boop.
It's gonna miss as well, unfortunately.
Oof. Goodbye.
Low rolls. All right. So Zen, I believe that's all your actions.
Right. I just wasn't sure if charting the movement, if I'd have any move to get out of this thing's range. Wait, would those have been at advantage because I'm flanking right now, or?
Well, if you move one square up, it'll be flanking.
Yeah. Okay then.
And then I'll say you've pretty much used a good bit of your movement.
I'll
so
stay there if that's what it would have taken to get advantage, if that's okay by you.
Yep.
So I'll roll 2 more boops just to see if they would have hit for either.
The second one will hit, so we'll take that 8 damage and put it on there.
Yay! Contributing.
All right, so Zen, you are up.
Okay.
Ath is now threatening this creature.
Got it. I'm gonna do something else. I'm going to move into I'm gonna move 1 to the left and 2 down.
Okay.
Actually, before we do that, question. Elkson, when you did the absorb elements, did you strike the beast with lightning, or have you struck the beast with lightning at all?
They did not.
I'm sorry?
They did not.
I did not.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if these things have a resistance to lightning?
Go and give me Yeah, I'll give you Arcana. I was going to do an straight intel, but Arcana.
That is a 26.
You are not familiar with these creatures. However, you are familiar with blue dragons. Any creature that can harness the power of electricity and lightning is probably not going to take much damage from it, if any at all.
All right, so I'm going to rescind my movement and go back to where I was.
Okay.
And I am going to cast my 4th level spell, Rawlitham Psychic Lance.
Alrighty, you see this lance appear out of Suzen's forehead as she moves forward, and it shoots out.
Can you make a intelligence saving throw for me?
Oh, I'm really good at those with this creature.
Yeah, absorb elements. It only would do damage to it if I did a melee attack, and I did breath weapon. So.
Okay, with my -2, I got a 9.
Oh, great, you failed. So that's 76, and you're incapacitated until the start of your next turn. Wait, does that make sense? Target
Yeah.
must make an intelligence saving throw, and a failed save, the target
Until the
takes
start
7d6
of your next turn, the caster.
Oh, my next turn. Oh, good. I was like, that doesn't make sense. It would get a turn. All right, let me do the damage.
Wreck it, Suzanne!
That was garbage. Oh my god. 18 psychic damage.
Wow, that is garbage.
That is so utterly rage-inducing.
My condolences.
Yep, that was so many ones and twos. But yeah, it's incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
It loses its next turn, so that's good.
Yes. As a bonus action, I guess a free action, I'm going to do another perception check to see if I could spot my friends in the audience.
I'll give it to you.
Okay. That's going to be a 19.
19. You do see all three of your friends, as well as a Goliath and another elf. And Alelia is talking to this gnome. Very old gnome, but you can't get any more details than this. You're in pitch battle. Miyagi, I need a death saving throw.
Hold on, I wanted to do one more thing.
Okay, but let Miyagi do his save.
Okay, got it.
And what are you doing?
Oh, nothing major. I just wanted to do a hair flip and a wink.
That's a 12.
You passed. That's one pass. Helvog, you are up. Ath, you're on deck. But I think Ath is disconnected.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
By the way, Nightfall, weren't you supposed to roll our death saving throws?
That's true. I was. I'm giving it to you this round.
This round.
Well, Miyagi gets 11 points.
Miyagi, you are healed for 11.
Woo!
You come up. You take breath again. Come on now. As you see Helvog standing before you. You're on the ground, still hearing these loud roars and cheers.
Oh, thanks.
Get up. Ain't your time yet.
It is Ath's turn. I'm going to go ahead and Jaeger Ath. They are not going to attack recklessly because they already have advantage, but they are definitely raging, and they are going to hit it with their Mimic Cleaver. With advantage on the first attack. That is going to be good. Good for advantage. 23 to hit. That's going to be 8 points of slashing damage and 4 points of acid damage. At the second attack, she comes down with her axe. Oh, that's much better.
Swing it around and just...
Exactly. For another 10 points of damage and 3 points of acid damage as this creature reels back. And, well, actually can't even do anything. It's like it's stumbling. It's moving around. Its mind is under assault right now. And it loses its next turn. So it is the other creature's turn.
Aye.
As it looks around, and honestly, Ixpit is the one that's hurt it the worst. So it rips around and tries to bite at this creature that's flying in the air. Animal intelligence is going to go for whoever hurt it worse. Ixpit is down. No, Ixpit is not down. Ixpit has 8 hit points left.
Oh.
Just took 22 points of damage.
Oof.
You all hear, fuck you! Elkson, you're up.
Alright. Bonus action, 3rd level Hail of Thorns, and I'm gonna shoot this bitch with my bow, finally.
Alrighty. Hail of Thorns is how long or how large of an area?
It is... breaks my hunter's mark, by the way. Each creature within 5 feet of it must also make a dexterity saving throw.
So within 5 feet of it, you will have both your imp is within 5 feet of it, and Gavri.
It's not a high dexterity saving throw, and these little buggers are fast, so I'm gonna do it. And I apologize in advance.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
DC 13.
Exped passes.
Oh, thank gosh.
Good.
Gabri doesn't.
Oh no.
So, Exped takes half. Well, this is assuming I hit, because I still have to hit the creature. So let me roll to hit the thing. For 18 plus 9 is 27.
That will hit.
So with the bow, that's... Let me roll the bow damage first. Hell yeah, that's 11 with the bow. And then... Hail of Thorns. 3rd level. Not a lot. 15.
15. So half of 15 is 7.
Oh.
You see Exped get railed with thorns and is like half flying. One wing just doesn't work. He has 1 hit point left.
Oh no.
15 points of damage. There, Ren.
Yup.
Sorry!
And what's total damage on the Behir?
11 and then 15, so 26.
Nice. See, this creature's looking hurt. This imp, though, is not giving up. It is pissed off at this creature. You will not hurt the master! And goes for another sting attack. 1 hit point, still fighting.
That's my boy.
Come on now. There we go. Natural fucking 20.
Hell yeah!
Yes.
Alright, so Constitution saving throw on the Behir. It's only DC 11. Are you fucking kidding me? Failed. 10 points of piercing damage and 24 points of poison damage.
Yes.
Nice.
As you see Exped jump on this creature's head. And again, this long crocodile head, and you see its tail just stings into its eye multiple times, just over and over and over and over again. Holy crap, he almost killed the thing. Garvey, it is your turn. Or Gavri, it is your turn. Garvey does not exist.
Not in this timeline. Despite being, like, wailed on with a hail of thorns from an ally, doesn't look that phased by it. Like, you'd expect someone as nervous and timid as him to be like, oh no, my allies, but he's just like, yeah, that checks about right. Uh, he's looking at his poor. I can't see the combat tracker, so because I had to reload. But I think, yeah, I don't even know if this would deter it, but you know what? Maybe we'll try. Actually, can I even? How high up is this Ixbit?
Ixbit's on its head, so it's. I mean, he's still in a flanking position for you. So.
Oh, I just wanted
And
to
this
move
creature
him out of the way, but I can't reach the top of this thing
No,
easily.
not easily at all.
No, not without some shenanigans. So I guess
Exactly.
I'm just gonna unload. That'll be 1 unarmed strike and 2 with flurry of blows. Let me close this window. Gonna do it from beyond again, cause
Okay.
you know.
It's alright, you've got the thing, so it rolls in here. 11 does not hit.
Oh shoot, these should be at advantage, right? Is there?
There is advantage.
Toggle?
Yes,
Okay.
if you right click it, you can do advantage, but just hit it again.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the first strike does not hit.
Flurry of blows time. Pow, 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 pow.
Alright, dang, 15? Yo, these guys are no joke. Alright, flurry of blows. Pew, 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 pew. So there's the first 2 rolls, whenever they want to load in. Show up to the party.
15 and 9 does not hit.
God. Yo, these rolls. Hot garbage, that's what I bring to the table.
Hey, you're not the one that did 12 damage.
Oh, that was so close to natural 20. You rolled 2 twos.
You see these dice?
2 twos.
That is just unfortunate. I do have all my movement though. I do got that.
Yep.
I'm yeah, let's just go over here.
Alrighty.
Kinda flail, see it's to no effect, and be like, I'm not sure what I expected. Just back off.
So Zen, you are up.
All right. So that creature is still alive?
Your creature, yes, it's barely been hurt.
I was talking about the other one.
Other one is still alive. Yes, it is. It is hurt. It is bleeding from multiple areas. One eye is completely closed up and puffed up, and it's oozing just this vile green poison out of its eye. It's got multiple thorns in it that are just right in between the scales, and it's constantly bleeding. It is not looking good.
All right, so I'm going to take the attack action. With me being a blade singer, one of my attacks can be a cantrip as long as it targets one person. So I'm going to do firebolt at the one that is really hurt.
Well, it's one person, not one monstrosity. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. And Miyagi, you're on deck.
Okay.
Okay, so that was a natural 1, so that is 9 total, so I doubt that hits.
And that does not hit, and I will not make you hit Expit.
All right. I'm going to use my other attack on the creature in front of me, and this one should be advantage.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I swear I haven't put you up against lightning immune creatures on purpose.
25.
25 hits.
All right, so that will be 6 points of damage. And then I'm going to use my offhand to use on my second scimitar.
There we go.
That'll be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
All right.
Their AC is between 15 and 20.
And then that's just, I don't have the modifier, so that's just going to be a d6 for 5 points of damage.
It's starting to look hurt now. Does that complete your turn?
Yep, that'll complete my turn.
Miyagi, you are up.
Alrighty.
Spend half your movement to get up.
Yep. Alright, 4th level magic missile, 2 darts towards the one that's nearly dead. So, and then the rest towards the other one.
Okay. You want me to do it?
Oh, I loaded back in. That's piss poor. Fuck. So that's piss poor.
4 damage each.
Yeah.
All right. So 4 damage each.
Yep.
All right. And how many missiles go into the injured one? The more injured
2.
one. All right. So that's 8 damage. It is still up. And how many missiles going towards the Sazens?
What's the level? Sorry, I'm doing this math. So that should be 4 missiles going towards the other one.
Okay, so it's 4 and 4 damage each. Alrighty. Helvog, you are up.
Yeah, and it's still up, ain't it?
It is. It's looking really bad. The demon's looking really bad too. Mm-hmm.
Oh, could I have told? Actually, no. Never mind.
I mean, sure, he can move if you want.
Yeah, but
Opportunity.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, no.
We'll do that again. Alright, you gonna do that again? Oh, gonna hit him. That's why.
What you doing, Helvog?
Another scorching ray.
All right, you see Helvog grasp his holy symbol, shoots out his hand as fire from the sun itself shoots out. 11 does not hit. That's the first ray.
Ah!
14 does not hit. Third ray.
I can't see Gavri on the map. Where's Gavri at?
22 will hit. And 10 will be enough to kill it as it had 8 hit points left. How do you want to do this?
Just fry it.
You see 3 rays of burning fire shoots out of Helvog's hand. 2 of them go wild, go up into the air, but the third one goes right down this creature's gullet as it just as it starts vomiting bile and blood and smoke.
And gnome.
And Mimus.
Mimos does not come up, unfortunately. Mimos is done as it falls down dead. Does that complete your turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty. It is Ath's turn. Ath is going to do what Ath does best and wail on this thing. They will not do an attack of reckless because they already have advantage. But they will do Great Weapon Master on the first attack. Oh, that was a good call. So that is 27 will hit. That's going to be 19 points of slashing damage and 3 points of acid. I have to add the 10 again. Second attack. Great Weapon Master as well. That will just hit. 18 just hit, so it is AC between 15 and 18. And then I have to minus 20 more hit points. This creature is looking hurt, and it attempts to strike at Ath. As you see Ath come up, hits twice with their great axe. This large crocodilian head attempts to snatch at her, but Ath just ducks under it, completely misses. Elxon, it is your turn.
I'm assuming that as soon as I hit, the hail of thorns stops, because it just says next hit. It's
Exactly.
concentration up to a minute, but okay. In that case, I will do Zephyr Strike at I can only do it at first level apparently. To give myself advantage on the hit. Bonus action Zephyr Strike. So that is first one would be a dirty 20.
That hits.
Second one, or the advantage would make it a 25. Alrighty.
You're getting the hang of these spells now.
Yeah. That is only 7 damage, unfortunately.
Alrighty. 7 damage.
Oh, great.
Ixpit will take its turn and fly back to Meowgi now that the threat is gone.
Good boy.
Gavri, it is your turn.
I think he just watches the smoldering remains of the other one. Like, knowing Mimos didn't make it.
Absolutely
And,
not.
While still in shadow, like hood still down, he's just gonna finally draw his bow and take a shot at this one. Boop. And this button should hopefully work. Boop.
That's a natural 20.
Look at my terrible
Revenge!
damage and revel.
Revenge for your fallen friend.
You
How could it?
draw back your bow, still seeing the blood stained on the ground from Mimos, knowing that he only had one victory left. As you let loose, you don't even have to see it hit, you know it hit. Does that complete your turn?
He is just gonna move, take cover by this pillar. Still in the shadow and just kind of slump against it, and that's his turn.
Sazen, it is your turn. Miyagi, you're on deck.
Alright.
I'm gonna keep stabbing it.
Really?
So first,
It's so
Yep.
friendly.
yeah, just wants to snuggle. So first hit is going to be a 27
That will hit.
for 8 piercing or slashing. No, I'm sorry, slash 8 slashing.
Okay.
Second hit. Natural 20. That's right.
Fuck yeah, we're all pissed at this thing.
For 12 damage.
Still
And
up.
then from my offhand, a 26,
That will hit.
and that will be for
What's the
1
12?
damage.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Miyagi, you are
I
up.
need to get to
This thing is looking hurt.
Do I try something I haven't done before, or do I stick with the goodie?
It's up on you. This thing's on death's door.
I'm gonna try something out.
What would Meowgi do?
New spell. Well, it's not really new. I think I've used it like once. Chaos Bolt.
$13
Shit.
does not hit.
Shit! That's fine. That's fine. It's fine.
Does that complete your turn?
Yeah.
Helvog,
Can get the kill.
you are up. Another Scorching Ray. 8 does not. Oh, your light crossbow.
No.
8 does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
Does that complete your turn? I don't believe you have extra attack.
No, I don't.
Ath is going to go, and you're going to make me kill my own fucking creature, aren't you?
Yep.
Yep.
If she hits.
Not doing great, Weapon Master. That's a 24 for 12 points of damage as it had 6 hit points left. How do I want to do this? So
Swap
you
his head off.
Ath roars in rage, seeing everybody hurt, just jumps up and slams the axe into the neck of this creature. You see the axe then, some of the living tissue on the side comes up and chomps and starts to eat this creature's neck until she pulls back. You all hear the roar of the crowd as you have defeated your first combat.
Real quick, before they dampen our magic again, I cast Precipitation to make my hair look great.
Yes, and I'm going to use, do all the charges on the good berries and pocket them real quick from my bow for...
Heard. We are going to take a quick 2-minute break, or 3-minute break, and we will be right back. And we are back, and I will be fixing the cameras again. So, sorry.
Sorry.
Lo siento.
So we are going to we have to get Moose up in here. So, you guys are ushered back in to your...
Before we go back inside,
Yes.
I go into my bag.
Yes, you can get into your bag.
And I pull out 3 healer kits and other sundry healing implements.
Alrighty, you definitely can do that.
And anything else that I might need.
If
Well-
we were given time, Gavri would have liked to retrieve any arrows that were fired or that other combatants had left.
Were there other bodies?
Yes, there are more bodies. You see the elderly man did not make it. The orc made it, or half-orc made it.
I fired 2 arrows.
Hasn't been longer than a minute.
It has been longer than a minute.
Arrows?
Okay.
There is nothing worth anything.
Can I retrieve my arrows?
You can.
Huzzah.
I'm gonna
And-
walk to Elkin and just say, should one of us comfort Gavri?
I'll take care of it. Maybe check on Miyagi?
Yes.
And
So I
for,
walk over to Miyagi. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
and for my players, you can log out of Foundry. We won't need it for the rest of the night. Actually, you'll see an NPC, so if you want to see him, that's fine.
Regardless of how Miyagi's doing, I'm gonna stuff the good berry in his throat and be like, "You'll be okay."
You gain one hit. You gain 1 hit point.
Hey, better than nothing.
And you are full for a day.
Mm-hmm.
Better than nothing.
You all are ushered back into your sleeping area.
You should all give everybody a good berry before we get inside and you lose your magic.
I don't have that many, but I already got the charges and put what I could in my bag. So
Yeah.
I have them in my bag.
Yeah,
I
but they'll lose their magic when they get inside. We should all eat 1 good berry.
I think it
I-
worked before, didn't it?
Mm-mm.
Would the good berry still work inside the room since it's
It would be a normal
naturally
berry.
occurring? Okay.
Oh, then yeah.
I
take one.
only have 3, so Alexon's gonna eat 1, give 1 to Suzanne, and
I already
Miyagi
fed the
or
one I
Gavri.
had to Miyagi, so
okay,
Yeah.
you just fed Miyagi, so I'll give Alexon feels bad for hurting Gavri, so I'm gonna give 1 to Gavri.
He'll take it, but he won't eat it yet. He just kind of like tucks it away and saves it. Just shrugs.
It won't
it'll
fill
lose
you
its magic
until
the second we leave here.
I'm familiar with them.
Oh, survivor.
Alright, you're
Yeah, he
all...
just gives like the most pathetic shrug as he's like vaguely surveying anything of worth that might have been left behind before just right, well.
Nothing really of worth right now. You all are ushered back in. The sleeping area is deplorable, to say it at best. You have mats of straw to sleep upon. You all take a moment to realize the exact situation that you're in. When Elkson, you see a guard beckoning you to the bars.
She'll literally make that grumbling noise and just kind of shuffle over, like suspicious stare.
If you go
Yeah.
to your journal tab and you go to Garesh,
I don't have Foundry.
I know, but for the other people. And you go to Garesh and you will see a Yosan Ninjela. Before you, the guard will say, you have someone that wishes to talk to you. And you see an elderly gnome, his skin wrinkled in some places, but surprisingly taut against his body. Bald head with age marks are very evident. The hair on the side of his head is dirty gray in color. He is adorned with finely made robe, but is obviously old and out of fashion. He has a set of goggles that covers his eyes, each displaying a different tint of color, one green and one blue. And we lost a moose. And hopefully he'll come back.
Alright, I don't get to see the character.
You there, Dragonborn.
Name's Elkson.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Elkson. I am your son.
You are what?
My name is Yosan.
Yo-san. Okay. Because I ain't done that yet. I don't have a son.
How quaint. Well, I would like to. I have made some inquiries, and I have noticed that you still need 4 victories.
Yep.
Well, how would you like a reprieve from this barbaric treatment?
What do you want from me?
I wish to have a conversation with you. I am a
We're
student.
talking right now.
There is no need to be rude. I am not of this place. I am a student of draconic interests, and I would like to learn more. I am in the position to pay for the next 3 victories for you.
And what would you want of me?
As I said, to have a conversation. Not in this place.
About what? I wasn't exactly raised with my people, so I can only tell you about myself and my mother.
Well, I am sure notes would help. And if you wouldn't mind letting me examine your scales and all that, it would help in my research.
How exactly would you examine my scales?
Well, I have certain creations that will allow me to look closer than what the normal eye can see.
Is this some weird way of hitting on me and trying to get me to strip, or are you saying you're going to take my scales off of me?
I do not find you attractive, if that's what you're
Thank
worried
God.
about.
Not even a little?
That's a relief to Elkson. Like, Elkson doesn't have time for that.
So, do we have an accord?
And you'll pay for 3 victories for my group?
Oh, for your group. How many?
It's as a group that we need to earn 5. It's not individually.
Well, for your group. And you notice that he is... Now, is everybody else paying attention, by the way, to this?
Oh, is this around us?
Oh, yes, this is in your sleeping area. This is right by the bars.
He
Oh,
wants
I
to
thought.
examine your skills.
I think Gavri's definitely listening, but has gone to the darkest corner he can find.
Miyagi, I want you to give me a perception check.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
And I'm going to give that to you as well, Oxen.
Okay. Perception?
Yep.
That's an 11.
That's a 6.
I'm not really paying much attention because I'm trying to take care of everybody's wounds.
All right. So Zen, go ahead and give me a perception as well.
Sure. 1 sec.
Just quick question before you roll.
Oh.
Do you want my portent? I can give you a portent.
I got a 19.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
I forget, did Gaffrey tell us how many victories they needed?
they did not.
Okay.
You see that this also individual is wearing a metal gauntlet on their left hand that is covered with scales, but they seem off-colored. Like they should be, they're all tarnished, Suzanne. But you can feel, even through this area, you're looking at that and instantly you're like, okay, that's magical.
So I'm going to kind of quickly scoot up and be like, Elkson, what's going on here?
He says he'll pay for 3 victories for our group if I give him some scales and a conversation.
Well, for the group, you might need a bit more of a medical examination. Completely professional.
It's still 3 victories.
For the
You're
group.
paying the same.
No, for
3
one.
victories is 3 victories.
Yes, 3 victories is 3 victories, but for one individual is much cheaper than for the group.
Hey, old man. You're into scales, huh? I'm gonna flick my tail out.
Looks at you and just...
Okay.
So let me ask.
I'm gonna cut some fur off and show him my arm.
Okay.
Is your interest in elks and scales because you're missing some white ones for your little accessory there?
I have...
glance over at the accessory she mentions.
Yeah, I'm gonna glance too.
What is the word people use? Accessories are not the topic of discussion.
Can I tell anything from looking at the gauntlet? Just because I'm draconic?
The scales seem off in color. And it looks like it's ill-fitting him. So, submit to examination, both of you. Aid me in my research, and I'll get you 3 victories.
For the group.
How many is in your group?
It's me, Suzanne, Miyagi, Ath, Helvog, and Gavri.
I can agree to that.
And I'm making it a point to say Gavri's name loud enough that Gavri can hear. I say everyone's name at the same volume, but loud enough that Gavri can hear you and hiding in the corner.
Like, I don't know if you're looking that way, but his ears do perk forward, even if the rest of his face is still in, like, shadow.
Fine, I'm willing to. But it's up to Miyagi if he is.
It'll get us 3 wins. Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Very well.
Let's just run a test.
Yes, just running tests.
If you hurt Miyagi, they'll be held to pay. And there's a dead serious look on Elkson's face.
He does note that, and he's like, little cub, you don't have any roar yet.
I don't care if it's immediate.
Yes, they'll all come to the manor immediately.
Zen's ears perk up. Mana.
And that is a good place to stop for the evening. So we're going to end our sessions how we end all of our sessions, with bitches, gripes, complaints, and comments, questions answered. I am going first. My one bitch is our technical issues, and I know it's been a little bit to get back in. So my apologies to anybody who's watched. I will endeavor to improve that. We do have an awesome story here that's going to happen. And I hope that everybody is enjoying it. I'm trying to make some pretty awful NPCs. So again, they're not me. They're the characters I play. So these guys can have good evil people to go up against and be heroes. So we're going to start with our newest player, Gavri.
Hi. Hello, it's me. It was great. Excellent. More trauma for my trauma boy. 10 out of 10. Top tier. Couldn't have asked for more.
Mm-hmm.
Friends. Friendly fire. We got it all, gang.
You're lumped in with the group now. You didn't really have a choice.
Right? It's just like, well, I mean, I guess I'll be with them till they die.
Yep. Backtrack very quickly. We're going to go back into the game for a second because I did forget to do something.
Oh.
Elkson.
Mm-hmm.
Right before this conversation, a bird flies into this area, lands on you, and drops a crumpled note. And Elkson is gone. Come on. Tech
You
issues.
knocked her out with the bird. What were you expecting?
What happened to the bird? What
The
happened?
bird's name was Boot. Oh.
The bird drops a crumpled piece of parchment into your lap and flies away. On it, you see the following. And you would see it in Foundry if you had it. Ivory. I have reviewed the literature that was sent by you. It is with regret that we at the church cannot support a work of fiction that is trying to be pawned off as non-fiction. The fact that the document clearly ignores the faulty weighted scales that are obviously in favor of the antagonist cannot be ignored. While my leadership has made conversations with competitors, we have exhausted our schedule openings attempting to gain a face-to-face meeting with you. As such, we understand if you must pursue outside funding. It is our company's greatest hope that we can collaborate in the future. And it is signed Melody Natural.
Does the name ring a bell?
Not at all.
Nobody's face does.
Elkson's kind of confused. She's zero intelligence. She's not gonna understand the coding. She'll get an idea that it's a code because of scales and stuff, but she'll hand it over to Zen, who she definitely thinks is smarter than her.
So, should I read it again, or did you get the gist of it?
I did not. Please read it again.
It's addressed to Ivory.
Okay.
Ivory, white.
I have reviewed the literature sent by you. It is with regret that we at the church cannot support a work of fiction that is trying to be pawned off as non-fiction. The fact that the document clearly ignores the faulty weighted scales that are obviously in favor of the antagonist cannot be ignored. While my leadership has made conversations with competitors, we have exhausted our schedule openings attempting to gain a face-to-face meeting with you. As such, we understand if you must pursue outside funding. It is our company's greatest hope that we can collaborate in the future. and it is signed Melody Natural. You may make a wisdom check, says Elkson.
Okay. 16.
Melody Natural, your druid friend, is also a bard.
Okay. So I get an idea that it's
from
okay.
your teacher. Sazen, what have you glamored?
Somebody's offering to pay our way out of here.
I'm so confused by the church part.
What ship were you on?
The Sapphire Cathedral is
right.
Cathedral is another word for church.
Right.
This is thieves' cant.
And I'll kind of whisper to Zen that I realize that it's the druid friend, but I don't understand a good chunk of it.
Well, this part is saying that if we need outside sourcing, they may be able to help. So I have a feeling it has something to do with getting us out of here.
Roll an intelligence check, Sazen.
Because I'm completely wrong.
Absolutely.
That is a natural 20 for a total of 28.
I chose the right person.
Big brain.
That we at the church cannot support a work of fiction pawned off as nonfiction. The document that you signed was the contract.
A lie.
Is it obviously in favor to the antagonist? It is weighted, scaled against you.
We knew that much.
The leadership, which is the captain, understands that you will have to go elsewhere because they have been attempting to get you out, but has not been fruitful. In other words, they are saying, get the fuck out. We are good.
Okay.
So do you guys feel like, I don't know, blowing this joint?
But on that note, we're going to go back to our bitches, gripes, and complaints.
No, we're going to keep playing. I'll let you
I don't want to wait 2